AITA for not giving a friend a piece that she desperately needed for her project? Okay, so this is kind of a long story, and I know it sounds stupid. Trust me. Anyways, here we go. I 14F have a wood workshop in my school. We take design as a subject, and design is where we create a product out of wood. As we got closer to the end of the project, which was a jewelry box, we had to make a design or something unique to put on the lid. If we didn't, we would get a lower grade, as it is part of our grade. My original plan was to 3D print a bright red star with the word "No" engraved into it. However, as I was waiting for it to print, I cut and sanded out a heart out of wood, and decided it would be nicer for the top of the box. Please keep in mind we have to wait around 3 days for 3D printed objects to be finished. Now, I love my friends and all, but one friend in specific, let's call her Emma 14F, didn't spend enough time focusing on the task at hand. Therefore, just minutes before our boxes needed to be turned in for submission, the top of her box was still empty. And right before she realized the top of her box was empty, was when I collected my 3D printed object. Emma, being extremely desperate, begged me for the 3D printed object, because it was her last resort. I really liked that object, so of course, I refused. By the way, it's not like she didn't have anything to stick on the lid of her box, she simply didn't like what she'd printed beforehand. Emma was so upset, and I felt bad. Just then, all the other people sitting at her table started asking me for it. Emma was so desperate, she offered to pay money for it. Now, here's where I feel guilty. After I refused, I tried to be as polite as possible. I apologized to Emma, and I said something along the words of, "Hey, I'm really sorry, but I really like this piece, and I want to take it home. I'm sorry that I couldn't give it to you. It's not personal." Here is where I felt the most betrayed by my friends. They were all calling me names, and saying I was TA for not giving her my piece. Some people even said, "It's not like you need it and you will probably lose it in one day." And the people saying this weren't mutual friends or anything, but my best friends. I feel like such an a-hole. What do you all think?